everybody. Welcome to my channel. So sorry we're late. We actually were on time, but since this is my first video and my first time using StreamYard, it didn't post to Facebook. YouTube. It didn't post to YouTube and it didn't stream. So we had to kind of work out some kinks. But here we are. Welcome. I have a Subto community member, David Lopez, that I'm interviewing today for this podcast. He is in Florida. I'd like to welcome him. Everybody, welcome David. Hi, David.
Hello, Shanna.
How are you today?
Good.
I want to thank you so much for coming on the channel today. And this is take 3. I need one of those little like movie clip things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's definitely fun.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to know about this podcasting stuff. Like, people have no idea how much goes into this.
Yeah, usually you would have somebody else kind of run the controls while you comfortably speak and enjoy
Right.
conversation.
Yeah. If you're just starting out, you kind of got to do it yourself first. So,
Yeah.
in that
Of
case,
course,
there's
it's
a
better
lot.
to learn everything before you know.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So, I'll start out by asking you some questions about Subto, our Subto community that was created and started by Pace Morby. He's on the show Triple Digit Flip on A&E. He is a real estate investor and a community leader. The community is literally the best community on the planet. I mean, wow. So, let's start with when you joined Subto, David, and what kind of led you to discover it.
Well, I was already getting back into real estate, so um Sub 2 just came about because we saw Pace on one of his videos, and we thought that that was the direction that the market was going, with inflation and all that, all the numbers, becoming so ridiculous that we thought, creative financing was an actual solution to help people out. So we went full blown into the Sub 2. We learned a lot from it, and we look to help people that are in need.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great thing. A lot of people need to sell their house, but they're having such a hard time because with the interest rates rising, people can't afford to pay what they could a couple years ago.
Yeah,
So,
I mean the economy is bad too as well if you think about it. Uh,
mhm.
yeah, people are starting to lose their jobs, and they're requiring people. Some people don't even want to go back to work; they want to work from home, so those guys get left out. So there's a lot of funny stuff going on
Yeah,
that's
that's a
making it.
residual effect from the shutdown. People, were kind of going through life kind of zombified and with a certain path that they were following, and then it kind of just shook people, and everybody had to work with Zooms if they could, Zoom meetings. And so we kind of, I don't think we'll ever go back to the way it was 100%.
Nah, we'll go back. We'll definitely go back. You need
100%
human
to the way it was
contact.
before.
You need human contact. You can't do this like the
Oh,
Zoom.
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
You
we'll go
can't do it.
back, but just not 100%. Like,
I've
now
been
we
doing.
have.
I've been working remotely since 2000. Since 2000, I've been telling people are gonna adopt to this remote work, remote work, remote work. They
Yeah.
looked at me, was like, no, I said, okay, watch. You know, as time went on, little by little, everybody was remote working. Pandemic hit, everybody was remote working, and now
Yeah.
to get them back is difficult. But I've been doing it for before everybody started doing it, and I'm telling you right now, you need to be in front of people, face to face,
Oh,
handshake, back in
yeah.
the day type of thing. You know,
Yeah,
you
there
need to
there are
you need to
certain
have that
jobs
face to
like
face with people. It's just
certain
it.
jobs like waitressing and stuff, you can't really do that remotely.
And everything.
Right.
I mean, if you want to go to, if you want to, get into business and do business transactions and do real deals, you sit down in front of the person, you do a handshake, and then you sign whatever contracts right there. It's just
Yeah.
the best way to do it.
Definitely a big difference between, I mean, on the phone is one thing, and then when you're having a Zoom meeting, that's like a step up, but then in person is always the best
Of
way.
course, think about it. I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, if
think
you were in
about
Florida, we'd be doing this in person.
think yeah, of course, definitely. And you never know, things can in the future when things get better, we might be able to fly around and do things like this. But um
Mhm.
if you really think about it, I mean, a lot of people become another person when they're online. So if you look at certain comments that people just throw out there, it's very irresponsible and whatever, but they don't have that personal aspect. They won't say the same thing
Mhm.
in person as they would on a comment.
Same thing when you're driving. When people get road rage, they're inside their car, but if they're
Yeah, they're
standing in
inside of a
line,
tin
it's a
can
little
protected.
different.
They're
Yep,
in
I get
yeah,
it.
they're inside of a tin can protected. You know,
Yeah,
they're not
and
gonna scream
moving.
like that. You know, is what it is. It's the
Yeah.
nature.
So, what are your passions and areas of focus in real estate and in sub two?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking into the mechanics of affordable housing and how that structure, how that works, and how I can structure it from the back down. So that's interesting and learning. Then, I can align myself with certain individuals that are already in the space. So like that, I can provide value to them. So, I'm interested in that because I come from a home that was part of affordable housing. So, and
Mhm.
then I do want to own some property in Puerto Rico.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
I want
Puerto
to see how
Rico's
I'll be able to help out people over
gorgeous.
there, bring back jobs and stuff like that. Because then, obviously, I got my family over there. And on top of that, we're really community based, just like Sub Two's community based. So,
Yeah, I would love to visit Puerto Rico. Oh, I would love it.
yeah, it's
And
beautiful.
yeah, maybe you can show me around.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime.
Yeah. Okay. Are you in any other programs in sub two?
The launch pad, and and I do help shout out with the cold calling, but that's gonna end pretty soon. Businesses are
Yeah,
kind of swarming me right now, so I gotta move on. I did the cold calling; it taught me a lot, but now I
got
gotta,
to practice.
yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta practice how to talk, how to deal with objections and stuff like that. So now I'm over that, and I gotta keep it moving. You know.
So, for all the people who are watching, and especially the newbies in the audience, Shad is the name of a person in our community, and he is one of the OGs or original gangsters of Sub 2. He has been doing this for a few years and he has his business all built out. He has a hired group of virtual assistants who make cold calls, and on Wednesdays he does a Zoom where he shows all the sub 2 students that want to join the Zoom. He shows them the platform, how it works, and anyone who wants to get some practice cold calling can come onto his platform and to hop in on the dialer, tell them what time frames they'd like to work, and they can get practice making cold calls, um, in there with all the VAs. So, yeah, if you need some practice, let me know. I'm going to add Shad's information in the description below so you can reach out. Okay. So, what are your future goals in the programs? Like you mentioned something about Launchpad or Project Forward. That's actually also a program that Pace started to teach us online presence and marketing, YouTube channels, podcast, social media. What are your future goals in that?
My future goals is to take over the world.
Yeah, there's some people trying to do that right now, so you might have to get in line.
Mm.
I
No,
mean, what's your future goals in?
the launchpad is only showing you how to have, how to come out of your shell and have an online presence, market yourself, stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
I'll continue to do that as time goes. I don't have a goal where I'm going to be like the biggest, you know, visual or entity online or anything like that. I don't really have that. I'm okay with just doing what we're doing right now and having fun with it,
Mhm.
but I know that it tags along with business, so I can see myself continue to do it. But my overall goal is to just be financially free and make sure that my kids know how to be financially free and then
Mhm.
understand finances in general, so they can move and help as many people as they can also, because you're gonna need money to help people. So um,
Yeah, so the
and then just
launchpad
give
stuff
back.
you're doing for marketing, basically? Marketing
Hmm?
purposes?
Yeah, that's really more for marketing, how to market yourself, how to kind of like come out of your shell, how to not, you know, live within a certain set of means just because you come from a certain environment and whatnot. Like people close themselves off, so they allow you to kind of come out of your shell and do a little bit more and do a little bit more. I mean, if you really think about it, that's kind of what the issue is here. It's just like people think that they can't get out of certain situations, and then they've realized that they can, and then they are able to move forward. So
Gotcha.
I think that's what the program really is for.
Mhm.
I kind of use some of it to move forward, but there's a lot of other people that are really closed off, that are just like, or they have a negative environment, that keep telling them that they can't get to where they need to get to. Or if they open up a podcast, you know, it's stupid for you to open up a podcast. Like, I could see that. So I think this program empowers a lot of people to kind of make that step forward. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm doing it, and then the pivot of that is, then doing it with Pace and what he has going on in the project forward. So
Yeah, I love this. I could do this all day, every day. But
yeah,
let's see where it takes us. I also love real estate, so I got a 2 for 1 here.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I mean, we're probably gonna meet a lot of people. We're gonna be talking to a lot of people. We're gonna get comfortable, and then when we start getting comfortable, the things, opportunities start opening up, and then you never know. Maybe if it all starts right here. I mean, we're gonna look back at these videos and we're probably gonna laugh a lot.
Right. Oh my
You
gosh,
know,
there was my first video.
we're gonna
Yeah,
laugh a
I
lot.
can't wait to see the one that where you interviewed me. I'll have to go to your channel and check you out.
Yeah,
Here's how
yeah,
you can
yeah.
get a hold of David, by the way, guys, if you wanna do some business with him or you wanna check out his YouTube channel. Um, so
Like
there
and subscribe.
yes, like and subscribe,
Oh, that's
absolutely.
so funny. I'm never gonna say that, by the way, in any of my videos.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Never gonna say that. Like and subscribe this video down here. No, no, not doing
I
that.
will. Hey, if they're all doing it, it must be working, right?
Because when I watch a video and somebody says that, I don't like and subscribe.
Oh,
Like, don't
yeah.
tell me what to
Well,
do.
please don't
I'm good.
listen to David here. Please like and subscribe for my channel. You don't have to do it for his, but
I'm
please
taking
do
away
it
my
for my
like.
What was that?
I'm taking away my like now.
Okay. No, don't do that. Well, you said you didn't like the let's say like or
No.
subscribe.
Well, actually, I haven't liked and subscribed yet. You're telling me to like and subscribe, so now I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna turn the other cheek and I'm gonna like and subscribe yours anyway. How about that? Okay. Do you have any advice for someone just starting out in the Sub 2 community?
Yeah. Um, Forget about the first deal. Don't work yourself up for the first deal. You have to learn.
Mm,
Just focus on learning. Figure out, they say figure out which avatar that you most likely fit in and run with that one. I would like to say that I follow that, but I don't. So but figure out what it is that you're good at and then go with it, but learn it, like learn the whole process and understand it. So
So
this
for
way you
those who
know
are
how to look
watching,
at things. You could look at things from the top down, and then but you got to be able to recognize who you are and what brings more value, what you can bring of value to the table. So
right?
just fall in love with the process, just watch how you just go. Forget
Yeah.
about the first deal. Don't talk about first deals. Don't go to the meetups. Did you do your first deal? Like, forget about all that. You know, it's it's just
So can you explain to our oh, internet interruption again. Virtual knuckle sandwich for Verizon. Like seriously. Anyway, can you explain to our audience for those who are watching that don't understand what an avatar is?
an avatar is basic. It's a position. It's a position. So some people are CRM systems. Some people, they want to be in front of a camera 24/7. Some people want to do underwriting. Some people want to do TC. Some people want to do, it's just a position. You take the
Right.
position that you
TC
feel like or
transaction
or
coordinator.
role. Yeah, you take the role that you fit best with and then roll with it, you know?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the saying is do what you do best and delegate the rest.
Right.
So the avatar is kind of figuring out what you do best, and then you just run with that and delegate the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some of your interests and passions outside of Sub 2 in real estate?
Um, yeah, well, I like to watch baseball. I'm a baseball guy. Outside of that, I just hang out with my family and whatever we could do together, we try to do it together. And that's basically, me just keeping grounded because I do a lot. I can overwhelm
Mhm.
myself work wise, and I'm very structured in a madness that people will not understand. So I have to take that couple of hours to be with my family and kind of just unwind and you know balance
Gotcha.
myself out.
Sounds like heaven. I'm telling you, it goes by so
Yeah,
fast.
because
Uh,
like I said, this is the same thing that I said with the first deal. Like if you stay focused on the first deal, you're gonna miss everything that you're trying to learn because
right.
you're pressuring yourself into the first deal. So
Yeah.
if I pressure myself into I'm gonna have again as many buildings as Trump, then I'm gonna be in order for me to get there, I'm gonna have to do this 24/7, 365. And I could do that because that's how I got to where I got to right now. So I could do that. I've been a solopreneur since 2014. I could do it. But you miss the people that are with you. You miss your family. Like you gotta know what you have. So
Mhm.
you have to balance that out. And so I enjoy that time with them. So whenever I could come up with something, I try to do it.
Gotcha. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, even Pace makes time for his family all the time. Sometimes on the spur of the moment, sometimes planned, but he always makes time for his family too. That's awesome. A lot of people who are as busy as he is don't don't necessarily do that. Okay. So, are you a visionary or an integrator? So, before you answer that question, let me kind of briefly explain to our audience what they are. There's a book called The Rocket Fuel or Rocket Fuel, and it talks about two main business type personalities. A visionary is the type that has all these ideas, is really good with people and facing the public. And has like a vision and a direction for the way he wants his business to go. The integrator is more it works really well behind the scenes. They're good with systems and processes and organization and getting the visionaries ideas from like point A to from start to finish. Um, and in this book, Rocket Fuel, it talks about there's actually a test that you can do online as well to find out if you're more of a visionary or integrator. Once you find your counterpart, your business can just explode. And like Disney is an example of when this happened. Walt Disney's business was failing until he partnered with his brother, who was an integrator. And then that's when the business really took off. So, that being said, are you a visionary or an integrator, David? And tell me more about how you work and what you're looking for in your business.
I'm more of an integrator. I'm looking to be visionary. So I'm an integrator at heart. I have an IT background. Everything has to be structured, organized, blah blah blah, and all that good stuff. And I'm getting bored of that. So I'm trying to go a different route. So I'm in the learning process of trying to let go of that past and cause some chaos in the future and make things a little bit more exciting. How do I go about business? I divide my businesses or my business tasks into three portions of the day. So I make 3 days out of my one day. Right. So I delegate a certain amount of time for my managed consulting. I delegate a certain amount of time for real estate. And I delegate, some time for the family. So that's how I'm
Oh,
doing it right now. And then as far as like doing this project will go into the real estate portion of the day simply because I'm going to primarily talk about real estate during this. So, and then it's a young business for me, so the content would probably benefit more the um, real estate side than the managed service side. So
gotcha. So every single day you split up into three
yeah, I
parts.
split everything up. So not necessarily like okay 8 to 5, not not necessarily like that. I have three different task lists that I develop, and I give myself about 15 minutes each task list, depending on what the situation is. If there's an emergency and blah, 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 I can foresee certain time that, that if certain issues require a certain amount of time, I can foresee that. So actually, if I could foresee that, then I can allot that time the night before and then move forward. As far as like the IT with the real estate, I really got it locked down because I already know where I gotta get, what I gotta get, and then so each task is like 15 minutes, and as long as I could get in, you know, 3 4 hours a day of that, we're fine. So, in a perfect world, I get all of them done, but usually I don't. But if you do that, it alleviates some pressure because you have to understand you got to work one job, then you got to work another job, then you got to work this job. So it's like
Mhm.
everywhere is a job. So you just
Yeah,
got to be
once
able to delegate it and delegate that time, and then
yeah, once
you'll
you
be
get to the
fine.
point where you can let your other job go if you want to, you're going to be so busy in, real estate. It's like,
It might be that I never let it go. You know what I mean? Like
right?
I don't
Yeah.
have that foresight.
Yeah, you
It
love
could
that.
be, it's something that I've already established relationships. They're strong. They can go for, or they could just, dwindle. But if that keeps going, I don't intend on getting or leaving clients in the dust or anything like that. I'll ride it out with them.
Okay.
But as far as like the real estate, I gotta, I'm ready to welcome that challenge, and
Mhm.
it'll happen.
That's a good point. Not everybody will want to let their original work
Listen, money's
go.
money. So if it's coming from there, take it. If it's coming from there, take it. Why would I get rid of anything that generates income? If I want to
Yeah.
add something, that it's got to make like double or triple the amount of income that other income stream is making. So it's got to be really lopsided, you know,
Yeah. That is a
because you never
very
know, you never know with whatever stream of income you develop, what what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So like if one stops, at least you have the other one to go back on rather than trying to get rid of one to go to another. That doesn't make sense to me. You have to establish multiple stream of incomes. You know,
Yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket,
yeah,
right?
you don't put your eggs in one basket. You know,
Gotcha.
then that takes dedication. So like I get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I go to sleep at 2. I'm totally fine with that. I'm good. That doesn't bother me not one bit.
Mhm.
So for a lot of people, they need their hours of sleep. That's fine. Go to sleep. You
Right.
know, I don't know what to tell
Uh,
you. I got to continue to keep working.
yeah.
So
Okay. David, I want to thank you so much for coming onto my channel and letting me interview you. I'm going to go to your channel and check out the one that we did. It's
yeah,
posted up there,
I'll
right?
send you the link.
Okay. So if anybody wants to get a hold of David, again, here's his Instagram, his website, and his YouTube channel name. And I think I've pretty much got the idea of how this whole StreamYard thing works. So if you like
Mhm.
StreamYard, there's the link at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. Do not
Find
stop
out
the
all the
show.
features.
Do not stop the show until you can guarantee this thing is gonna go up.
Right. Oh, I see. There is like on my end here in the back end studio, there is something there that wasn't there before and it says live and it's counting the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's up there now. It's like actually
yeah.
streaming right now,
Well,
which is awesome.
where's my phone? Well, you gotta make
So
sure.
I also
This is like
have
what is it? The third take?
yes, this is take 3. But I feel like this one's really good. This one's the best because we don't feel so awkward about it anymore. This is third time. We feel a
Yeah,
little more comfortable. Yeah, so it's awesome.
yeah.
Um, So there's David's information, guys. There's the link if you want to check out StreamYard. And also, I have another channel, and videos will be airing probably this weekend, but I'll keep you posted. Here's my other YouTube channel podcast name. This podcast will be airing probably this weekend. So check that out if you get the chance. And thank you so much for stopping by. David, thank you for being on my channel,
I'm going straight to
on my
YouTube after
podcast.
this.
Yes. Me too. All right. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
You're
Have a
welcome.
great day,
Anytime.
everybody. Okay. Bye.